Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss about a husband who wanted to divorce his wife because he found out that his daughter is not his biological daughter. He disclosed this to his wife and he did a DNA test, which turned out that he was correct, and the wife was really shocked. She just wanted to know, how could this have been possible? He was the only man that she slept with. So she then went to do a DNA test herself and found out that the baby was not hers either. How could that have happened? Well, the child is not his and the child is not hers. So let's hear some more of this story.
Husband who served his wife. So did you hear about the husband who served his wife divorce papers because he had a blood test done on his 5-year-old daughter? Come to find out the daughter wasn't his. He's upset. He serves her papers. So the mother, who also is complex about this whole situation because she knows that that baby is his. She knows there's a problem. So she goes and get a DNA test. Lord and behold, she's not the mother. So now this boils down to what happened in the hospital. What happened in the hospital? The baby was switched. Now, we don't know if it was done intentionally or if it was done by mistake. But this is 5 years. So now the husband and wife have to go through court. They have to, and unfortunately, they find their child. The baby was in foster care. So they have gone 5 years without their child and find out that their child was in foster care. And now you got to also remember, now you got a whole you have a 5-year-old that you've been raising. So now that child needs to be placed with their parents. The whole ordeal is, I can't imagine it. I cannot imagine it. You guys these hospitals have got to take accountability. You have got to be better. Hey, mothers, take a little fingernail polish and mark your baby's toe whenever they leave that room.
Okay, so that's basically the whole story in a nutshell. And I'm going to read the post from the wife, and she gave an update about the living status of her husband and their child. My 29 female, husband 31 male, got a paternity test on our daughter 5 female, and it came back negative, but I never cheated. Now he thinks our relationship is a lie and wants a divorce. What do I do? Update. At this point, I'm thinking maybe someone told him the child wasn't his, or he see that there's no resemblance between him and the child. But let's see. It says, I don't know how it happened, and I haven't been able to stop crying all day. I never cheated. I love my husband. We've been together since college, and he is the love of my life. He's handsome and kind, and while I've slept with 2 other people, both were before we got together. There is no other potential father for our daughter. We were married already and actively trying for a baby. I never cheated. I never would cheat, and I don't know why he took that stupid test because I would never ever cheat. But it came back negative, and now he thinks he's not the father. I don't know how to convince him it was a faulty test, and I'm so scared. These past few months, it's like he's become someone completely different from the man I married. He's cold and suspicious. He kept demanding to see my phone and wouldn't tell me why. And I showed him at first, but eventually told him I wouldn't anymore unless he explained why. He's been distant with our daughter too. He stays in his office for hours on end, and I don't know what he's doing. I did not cheat. He accused me this morning, saying he'd done the test after realizing that our daughter's eyes brown wouldn't naturally come from ours, both blue, and he wanted me to get out of the house. I didn't leave, and he locked me out of our bedroom, and now I'm in my daughter's room. This is terrifying. I can definitely understand how the husband is feeling. Guess he's feeling rejected. But one thing I wouldn't have done what he did was not talk to the daughter. The child is 5 years of age. You've had such a bond with the child. Why would you shun the child? Child has nothing to do with it. And locking her out of the room, that was so childish. I mean, come on. But anyway, let's hear more of the story. It says, "What should I do?" So she basically wants to show how she's innocent and how to keep her family together. Also, I just had a conversation with my husband. He's out of his room now, and we discussed some things. I told him again that I would never cheat and started talking about a list I made of tests I want done. But he told me that he didn't want to hear it right now. We are going to have a longer conversation tomorrow, and he said that he still loves our daughter, and he won't try to keep me out of the house or our room for now. I asked him to hug me, and he did. I'm scared that I won't be able to convince him. I just want our family to go back to normal. How can I be a good wife and support his needs while proving my innocence? It seems like the husband is putting things into perspective and he's coming to his senses after the shock. And he seems like he's about to listen to what the wife has to say. My husband confronted me this morning saying our daughter isn't biologically his after a failed paternity test, but I never cheated. Hi, everyone. First off, I wanted to thank everyone who reached out. My original post got so much attention. It was hard to get to everything, but I ended up making a list of plans and tests I wanted to get done. My husband was understandably distrustful of me for a while, but he apologized for the way he acted, which I didn't need, and said that he wouldn't try to kick me out of our house. He did say, though, that if every test came back and I cheated, then he was going to go scorched earth. To be honest, I don't know what that means, go scorched earth. We did a few tests, blood paternity tests for him and me and our daughter. And we had an appointment with a comparison specialist coming up. But that got canceled because, well, some of you guessed it, but my daughter is not biologically mine either. I don't know how this happened, but a police officer came to our house and took our statements, and we are suing the hospital where I gave birth. I don't know what happened to my baby, and that is terrifying. I have my husband back, but my whole world was still upended, and I just wish he would never taken that stupid test. I've been sleeping in my daughter's room, and I'm so afraid that she's going to be taken away from me. But at the same time, I want to know where my biological daughter is. And if she's okay, I pray to God she's okay. So they finally found out that it's not the husband, it's not the wife. And now the wife is worried that they'll take the baby away from them. Hopefully, the baby has his or her own family. We don't know as yet. And if they do, maybe they can still keep in contact. If this family wants this 5-year-old child, maybe they can still keep in contact. So this last ending is the parents, the husband and wife, trying to figure out how to get through this. Their daughter don't know, and they don't want anyone looking at her differently. They're just brainstorming, wondering if the family, if they can find their child, currently their child family, and hopefully, they'll keep in contact. They're thinking about getting a bigger house, but they can't afford it right now. They also try to Google cases like this. They haven't found any. And, this story sounds crazy initially, and it's crazy in the end. I know the husband mentioned in the beginning that the baby's eyes are brown and their eyes are blue, but I checked it out on Google. That's not an indication that a child is not yours. And there is a possibility that your eyes can be blue and the mom's eyes can be blue and the child can have brown eyes. It depends on genetics. Another point that I want to make, I know the husband had an inclination that the child was not his and he wanted to check it out further. Just like women have some kind of intuition that something is not right in their relationship, this man was having the same thing. So I'm happy that he got that sorted out. I'm also happy that the husband and wife will be able to stay together. Hopefully, the 5-year-old that they've raised will be able to stay in their household and they'll be able to get in contact with their biological child. It's nothing like a mom and hopefully, and if they don't get to stay together with the child that they raise, hopefully they can keep in contact with that child, as I said before. And the hospital, as for the hospital, they should be more careful if it was, hopefully it wasn't intentional. It was a mistake, but mistakes like this shouldn't be happening at all. This is a major mistake. What, let's say the child needed a heart or a kidney or something. This could have been more severe than what it is. As if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, and comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you to my old subscribers. I greatly appreciate your continuous support. And you know who you are. Take care.